hit the vent, jump, and then jump again.
Pero los primeros dos
Fish
que tienen
Fam and
más puntos, el
Contenders,
Fishing y el equipo de rubios, creo que es.
Contenders, Chicken, what? You trying to eat some up?
Defenders,
Let's go.
I know, my fault.
Alright, here we are. So, this time around the Sunshine.
Yo ya vi la primera y dije mejor voy a comentar esto. O también para que igual si tienen un poco para hacerlo al español, le pueden ir a la... Que también si buscan su cuenta pueden recibir unos premios que creo que van a dar con colaboración con YouTube.
Holding down the backside, keeping these players off the ramp, but it's Gotaga's squad who's coming up the top here. It's Chappie, and Gotaga dives right on up into it, and doesn't matter, he just gets taken right down. This is what you need to do here.
Six eliminations already coming out from them. Taldock with 1, Kaz on 4, and then 2 for Ninja with the Infinity Blade, as Taldock is immediately spraying down shots, making it just a little bit more difficult. But boom, there come the hunting rifle shots, and Taldock is taking shots as well. Out of builds and needs to back up and use his team there, and Gotaga goes straight up.
Oh, they need some builds for their backside because they are getting sniped straight out of that spawn point there. It's Raven's Revenge. They're just kind of gatekeeping at the moment, right? Look at Chappie's like, dude, I can't even go up right now because the team is up there.
It was a good challenge. He did some damage, but Ninja was all over it. Now already up to 4. He was picking up a 60-point lead, but have to keep an eye on the other parts of the map as the Chicken Champions are doing their best to hold the top and get pushed out. Kaz finally gets taken down with 5 elims on his first life there as Ninja challenges Magma. Will he be able to clean that one up? Yes, he does, but Chappie's on the other side. Slam goes down right away, but now we're over on board with your match 1 winners, the Llama Rekiko, and they're already slaying out as well. 12 elims for them, but 0 on Hand of Blood, which is actually efficient, assuming he doesn't need the health. Will have the sword regen going through.
Lo de Llama Recon, que eso ganaron la primera ronda, el primer ese creativo, victoria de los primeros. Lo entrevistaron y yo estaba viendo ahí. Mataron a Carnifex. No sé si es mexicano o de otra cosa, no sé.
Gotaga and Lachlan just trying to beat each other up, and Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Cuddle Crew team does pick it up there. Just remember, it's 3 points when you're standing in the circle. Uncontested, it has to be the VIP in there. When we hit 7 minutes, there is the 4th circle that is 12 points per second.
Yeah, this is definitely very intense for Tomaya here, who again has no health. The Funky Fighters are trying to get that dominant lead they had in that game 1. Can they get it? Ooh, knows he's on camera there. Gives a little bit of a taunt. And uh-oh, he's getting challenged. No, stays back. Says, you know what, points are more important right now. He's just focusing in on the points here.
And you can see the Funky Fighters trying to prevent that ramp coming up. It's very efficient to just immediately, as soon as you come out, have 2 team members ramp up into the left or up into the right, so you can get up to the first level. However, the Infinity Blade will break that in 1 shot, and you have a ton of rifle ammunition. All of these guys being maxed out on ammo.
Let's see here. These are all the spawn points. You can actually see the banners hanging, so you know if you really want to focus in and kind of shut down a team, you totally can. And Llama Lords are not doing great.
Yo le apoyo a...
This was the double jump I talked about.
Rubius.
That's the first elim. He's going to be able to point his camera, go up and challenge as soon as the team decides, but instead going to save that jump to be more impactful. Trying to get pushed out right here. Gotaga, the crew doing everything they can, but Taldock is going up the back. Chappie gets taken down for Ninja's 8 elim, and he jukes him out, going straight back up top. Gotaga, does he have the health to take it? First swing comes through, and Ninja goes
Les recuerdo que también pueden ir a la página, al YouTube oficial de Fortnite Español para que lo vean completamente en español.
It's very slow. You can see the tick going up there. It's not something that you're going to be able to rely on, particularly when other players are getting the siphon off. If they're the ones trading out the shots, they can quickly change HP, and those are long animations. But look at the challenge. The 3 different teams going up, and now it's just the Fish Fam and the Cutter Crew. Lachlan doing everything he can. Zan goes down, but tries to create a little bit of space, eats the headshot from Suzuhu, and disengages.
Cuddle Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far on this map here. can see this struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no health, says, you know what, I'm not going to give away 3 points. Might as well go for it. And he was so close.
Yeah, you can see him calling out the whites there on the sword, knowing they only need a couple more shots to get it as we switch back on over to the Cuddle crew, who've established themselves there, but are still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time we're really seeing them all together, but Clydetex immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
Yeah, Lachlan's team needs to represent. There they are. They're finally starting to score it up. He's got
Disculpe, me está llamando mi mamá.
You can see
Discúlpeme.
Discúlpeme. 16 Elam, so definitely has some Slayers there.
Yo, they need to figure out their game plan because they're getting Elims and putting things together. They have solid numbers. They're just not getting the right hill time. Maybe it's go somewhere else. You don't always have to go to the point that's directly in front of you. Go contest someone, or maybe just go mess with somebody at their spawn. Delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
Every single time. And look at
Creo
this.
que es del
Little
equipo
Whip
Llama
Warriors
o de
approaching that 400 point mark. And in just 1 minute,
Ninja ahí, atento a que va a ir. Matar a Ninja.
And while they have a solid lead right now, just under 150 points, that disappears in the blink of an eye. That's about 15 seconds uncontested in that middle hill. That's just how valuable it is. But we saw the shift in gameplay that happened. Everybody tunneled it right away, and then the Fish Fam were able to get back up, but after that, kind of cycled it back in, and the center point became the focus and where the win was taken. And right now, Llama Record Co., you said they were struggling at the start. They're doing fine right now in second place, Monster.
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300-point mark there. Here we have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for Hand of Blood to come on up, hopefully. And again, no surprise, Ninja and his crew has...
Si no, el equipo llama que lo va a remontar.
The way they've angled this build is brilliant, because if you come up the steps, you're pushing into somebody's right hand, and on the other side, you're blocked off, as Ninja then just drops down. Stewart 0-0-0-0, and he gets
hace poco desperté, hace una hora.
Comes up with Magma 1-2-3.
No quería perderme la World Cup o
they're cutting down in 3, 2, 1. You can already see MSYB is down there.
Casi 3 minutos. Minutos para que termine parte de creativo, que creo que quedan como 1 o 2 más.
Hand of Blood really tried to get in there early too, as did every other captain, but it was to no surprise not effective.
And you can see that the Chicken Champions are committing to the 3 points right now. Little Whip Warriors as well, while contention is happening down in the bottom. No Infinity Blade Wielder is in there, but the steady climb of points coming out of the Chicken Champions is going to be beneficial. But also, just like that, Llama Record Co. is a little bit off the pace. They need to get the center uncontested. However, this game, they have a lot more attention on them.
Yeah, but look, Fish Fam's doing the same thing they did last time.
Ahí están posicionándose los de Rubius. Bueno, van segundos.
Pueden
quedar segundos.
So there's 2 teams who are just hanging out on top, no problem. All the other teams right now are contesting. Raven's Revenge has control of the of one of the other side, so every build is occupied.
Estoy viendo en la pantalla de aquí.
Not being contested.
Everyone
else is looking at the middle.
Ya lo vieron ahí.
Chicken Champions are right behind the Little Whip Warriors right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. Honestly, the Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
No van ganando.
This is what happened to them last
time. ¡Ah! ¡Lo está cazando! ¡Wow! ¡Que puede ser primero! ¡Vamos! ¡Primero va! Hashtag Rubius. Hashtag Chicken Champions.
They're being fine. As long as somebody isn't controlling the middle, they're going to be able to have that lead. And you can send one person to just throw impulses down there over and over. Just be annoying from the top.
Here's Scissors. 6 Elims looking good on this other point. And
quiero levantarme en la mañana.
Before, but just by slowly, consistently gaining points here, you can see they're breaking those thresholds slowly but surely. And Little Whip Warriors no longer lead.
Yeah, Little Whip Warriors actually unseated the champions there from their
control point. They're taking over.
They're trying to get it back to battle right now. But the Funky Fighters out of nowhere, middle hill, and all of a sudden, just like that, into first place, going to pass 700 in just a second. No, get pushed out, and now they're back in there. Tomoya going
está tomando el mismo lugar donde estaban los de Chicken Champion. Los pasaron los del un Ops. No recuerdo cómo se llama su equipo, especialmente no sé cómo se llama su equipo, y espero que mi micrófono esté hablando porque no estoy seguro. No es el micrófono de no sé, como los que valen miles de dólares o que valen mínimo $100. Son de esos normales para jugar. A ver. Oh, no me da. Los de Fish van tercero, los de Rubio van segundo y los de Fun Up primero. El Cubo de Ninja va cuarto. Los Raven, como yo le digo, van en quinto. Los de Llama, los que ganaron la anterior partida, van sextos. Los de el equipo cariñoso, que lo que era, o el equipo Rumacos, va cuarto. Con la bombardera la bombardera va último, con el equipo de bombardera. Si escuchan una parte de fondo, porque yo estoy viendo también por mi celular, por si acaso, también por la recompensa que están dando.
No, they got stopped at 1 point.
Yo, so if you are the Fish Fam or Little Whip, right now you have to send somebody to stop them. If that Infinity Blade wielder gets out of spawn and goes anywhere for 1 second, they will win. Somebody has to deny him. It is all on Tomoya. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't have to be anyone near him. If he touches the middle, a singular, uncontested second will be the victory for them.
Van primero. Casi 1000 puntos, ¿en serio? No, bajaron los de Rubius cuando quedan 2 minutos. Vamos, que mío, Rubius quiere el top 3.
And as you watch, check the points on the right-hand side. Nobody is climbing up by the 12s, and as they say that,
espérame un poquito. Voy a hacer algo. Voy a ver qué quiere este. ¿Qué quieres, pesado?
Hola.
Hola, ¿qué quieres?
¿No quieres jugar?
No. Estoy transmitiendo la World Cup. ¿Quién ganó? Los Unops. ¿No, no Fighter? No, me lo perdí por ese niño. Ah, sí, bueno, lo de Full Fighter.
Right there, celebrating with his team. You can see them just so excited, so happy. Let's take a look at this final replay. Now again, we talked about it. The impulse is being a great
puntos.
Right there as the player
puntos.
goes down,
A los 1000 puntos. Vamos.
in, but misses the jump monster.
1000 puntos.
He almost had the flashiest ending ever, just kind of diving in and wrapping it all up. But it was just good enough. Like you said, he only had to stay there for a bit. And even with the impulse bumping him out, that's it.
And I mean, you saw the impulse explosion.
Son unos 10-20 minutos cada partida, así que esto va a ser un directo largo. Si voy a transmitir por la Play en YouTube, lo podría hacer, pero no se puede. También en un directo los youtubers me pusieron copyright. No sé por qué, por una canción que se llama Da, algo así. Una canción que se llama Da. Y no sé qué canción es, ni siquiera la conozco.
Yeah, it really didn't in those end game situations. They really just kind of crept up and snuck and took the entire competition.
Así que me monetiza los videos.
When Little Whip and that team weren't able to get there. Llama Rekiko and Little Whip were going at it constantly. Funky Fresh were just able to step there.
Yep, and that's just kind of how it happens, you know? Now they find themselves one step closer to taking the Silver Llama for this set. Because remember, at the end of the day, these are just the games, but they have to take the entire set now. Now the pressure's on.
The pressure is on, but the Funky Fighters have a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders because they know they got that top spot. And we have Pookie standing by on the top deck with a Pooks. What do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with our second game winners here. Congratulations, guys, first off and foremost. Now, I got to talk about the moment where you guys were just sitting. You needed 1 point left to win. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like,
estoy evitando a los de Fun Fighters.
Losing with 1 point would be terrible, so
no sé qué dicen porque yo soy en inglés, tengo 11 años, así que...
I was screaming in my feed. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys as well. So going into the next games, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Or going to mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine.
Voy a seguir mi cuenta de Instagram.
Second game we won, so yeah, we're going to try and do
Voy a
the same
seguir
thing
a mi cuenta de Instagram.
And hopefully
También
have more than a 1 point buffer,
tengo
right?
Twitter, pero no lo ocupo mucho, así que mejor no me sigan en Twitter. En Instagram me llamo Hector_XD_12.
It's fun. That's the only thing I can think of. It's fun to compete against everyone else, meet your teammates, and just have fun.
Yeah, and have you guys had a chance to play together before? Is this your first time playing together as a team?
I don't hear it, sorry.
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy. Thank you all so much for being here and talking to you. I'm going to let you get your synergy back together. Sundown and Monster, back to you up at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie. And the Funky Fresh Fighters, I mean, their game plan has been solid. Second place, first place. Now, I understand why you
Creo que se lo ponen para la edición, o sea, mejor uno lo graba para que toda la gente lo viera.
But I want to talk about the changes we saw from match 1 to match 2 in terms of gameplay. And was it what you expected?
Definitely not what I
Si
expected.
cogieron un poco el sonido es porque hay una perro ladrando acá afuera, o acá al lado, no sé. Yo cuando estar transmitiendo esto, en un rato más me voy a comer como por las 2 hasta 2:30 por ahí voy a ir a empezar a comer, que son las 1:32 creo. A ver. Sí, son las 1:32.
talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident there with their death run ability. Want to see what they do in the elimination race.
Y una hora más me voy a comer.
Incredibly well so far at Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence
Oye,
booster.
con una
You can get the silver llama there.
10 a 20 minutos creo que voy a volver. Que tengo que hacer un jugo, tengo que hacer muchas
just
cosas.
one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at the Sky Station Showdown.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money across, which equates roughly to placements, but you don't get punished if you're placing in that bottom half. 4th through 8th, all receiving the same amount of prize money in each one of the matches.
Yes, everyone is a winner, so you really have to fight till the end, regardless if you're in the lead or not. This is why these guys are going for it, because this is life-changing prize money on the line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference 10 seconds in that center circle. 120 right there. It makes a huge difference, but enough of us breaking it down. We're going to throw it outside to Bala, because he's going to show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got for us?
I'm out here at the Fan Festival, and I don't have a bandwagon here, but maybe after this set I'll have to hop on somewhere with Monster. We got a ton of awesome action. I've been watching it, and I have to show you guys what went down in that first and second games. It was awesome. First off, the Llama Record Company started off with an amazing take, cohesiveness on the point. Every single time they went up here, they were going from two sides, two angles, and the sword approached at the center, but made sure that he was the most important person not to go down. You see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up. He's going to have an engagement on the side. These sword fights are really easy for him to just mow it down, but immediately as he realizes his teammates are up on the point, about to get up, about to push the ramps, he comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down the leaderboard. If you look at it now, where they're at, they're only in second place. Fishman was ahead of them. But all while Scissors was dancing and talking all the smack, telling his teammates to try to get the crowd involved. It was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. Absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Led to Hand of Blood staying in that
Ah, no, esta es
point
la
and
antigua.
absolutely
Esta es la primera
dominating
que pusieron,
with the
creo.
super point there.
Creo que esta
Guys,
fue la primera que
two matches
pusieron.
down on Sky Station Showdown, one more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this, because I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is one more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so fun to watch the difference in players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming. And now in this third match, it's only going to get better from these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of team work happening here. And why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here, because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of this set. Set one after this, a Silver Llama will be awarded, and we are in the match. It's Sky Station Showdown, set one about to be over, and here we go.
All right, gotta love those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right, because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns. And a nice look at our captains right there.
And right away, you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials. Next 5, Sword does a double jump. Boom. Right to the top. Chicken Champions excellently executed.
Yeah, this is what matters right here. Is stopping the Funky Fighters, because clearly they have been doing some good work together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here, though, sent to run away. Can the Sunshine Soldiers come back? Can the Cuddle Crew make a big appearance for themselves? Because they can really shake it up here. It can go any which way depending on who has the most victories, really, in the best placement.
Yeah, so currently you will see the fact that they're able to be pushed off right there. Llama Record Go putting shots down towards this one. You don't want to peek though, because the hunting rifles will be coming out in the shot. Just misses Carnifex right
ahora va ganando el equipo de esta ninja. Después le sigue los llamas. No, ahora ganando los llamas. Segundo equipo de Danza Ninja. Los Raven, creo que se llama. El equipo de Rumacos. Los Chicken Farm, algo así. Los Fish. Las bombarderas y el antiguo.
And I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one. They were in 4th, so they were there. They were close. Funky Fighters have a win in 2nd place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. Do you think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
And the problem is then, the Little Whip Wars have been so consistent, you literally allow them to snipe competition overfocus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that, gritty work for you, and dominate the other side. Take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it, Monster. This fantastic analysis. That's why we keep you around. The breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there, as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up a...
ahí está, Raven.
Like, Gotaga's team is still in this. They've been doing relatively well so far.
Cada un segundo, cada segundo son como 3 puntos. Sí, son 3 puntos cada un segundo. Sí, los de Raven todavía no les cuenta puntos porque están un poco afuera. El equipo Fish ya va acelerando un poco, ya tiene 63 puntos. Ahí están los de Arumacos, que ya llegaron al 3er puesto. Qué sorpresa, porque en las otras 2 partidas estaban como 6º, 5º. Ahí estaban más o menos, ahora subieron al 3º. Raven está tomando el punto. Ninja con 28 de vida, sale. Se va a matar, se va a matar.
Sí, se mató.
Los de Raven van tomando el primer puesto. El equipo Rubios está cuarto. El Gotaga, algo así, Gotaga, está en el punto tomando ya los puntos con su compañero y los de Java.
Point by himself, he wants to kind of bait him into the close. Can he get the hit? And he does. Talon goes right down, straight to the top.
That was sick, using the jump right as the animation had started to make sure he clipped him from the bottom, dodges the Funky Fresh Fighter out. Gotaga now getting pinched from the side. 3 of the Funky Fresh Fighters up there doing everything they can, and the shots will come out, trying to find it. And Dracius coming back up to try and get some defense there for Gotaga, instead just going to disengage.
And it's actually prime movement right there as well. You just see him baiting and switching, going back and forth, trying to get in there, see if he can kind of sneak in and get some extra damage. And here it is, someone's in front of him. He only needs 2 swipes. He goes down, he gets the siphon. Oh, cannot convert another, which would have kept him in the game. His teammates are here though.
Me está jodiendo el directo. Me lo está jodiendo.
Going towards the 10-minute mark right now with Raven Revenge and Llama Record Co. 100 points clear of the rest of the field.
Unfortunately though, the Funky Fighters have fell to the bottom of the totem pole. If they can't come up to the top, they actually are pushing themselves way out of the average, running for
con 11 de vida. Mata a uno de los pollos, a uno de los de Chicken. Oh, le tiran. 5 de vida, lo tiran y le puede subir. Yo creo que será mejor que se respawne, o sea que se muera y después vuelva de nuevo y con la espada del infinito matar a todos. Ya se está tomando 84 puntos. Taco se va. Taco se fue a la concha de la lora, boludo. El que va en ninja va sexto.
Gotaga checking his surroundings, no shots coming through, and RTA actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit to make sure that nobody is able to come up and contest them.
No quiero cortar la transmisión, pero igual quiero venirme a él, pero no quiero, a la misma vez. Me quiero cortar la transmisión. A ver si alguien lo ve en el futuro. Puede haber fluidamente el directo. Como era.
Stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes a point if you don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the points afterwards, and you cannot earn anything from it. Here comes Gotaga, he's thrown himself into the fire, straight into the point there. He gets taken out. Here it is, Tomaya's team has fallen to last place. Can
la Copa este el día 1, este es el creativo.
Kind of get themselves in the running, they're trying their hardest.
And I mean, generally we talk about caster curses, it might be like player jinxes going on right now. Everyone's saying, yeah, we're doing well, we're going to stick to our game plan.
That just shows you no one is safe here. These guys are evolving, and they're playing a better game after game. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but Clytax wins the small engagement.
And Clytax has been fragging out. He's been playing so incredibly well, being aggressive, getting in players' spaces, and doing it all with that rare tag.
Oigan, Kiroro estaría jugando con mando o estaría jugando con teclado. Kiroro juega con teclado o con mando, se olvidó.
But there is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Danya is also up there. We got a 3-way battle, but it's 4 chickens saying, this is our roost, get out.
That's right, coming right up to own it all for themselves. Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He actually has a record on, what's it, YouTube for live streams? 1.1 million viewers, imagine.
Yes, one of the biggest content creators in Spain. Will they be able to push down towards
creo que mañana va en la última, o sea, las partidas públicas creo que mañana es, o la de arena, no sé. Mañana creo que son, porque el día 1 creo que son de creativo.
So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one,
Algo muerto. Los de Raven van ganando. El equipo Rubio todavía no gana.
push control in their top zones, and Cuddlecrew won't pass Raven's Revenge by just sticking with 3 points. They're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that top 4, just doing a pretty good job at staying relevant after all of these rounds. So if Gotaga team takes this, we actually don't know who can take the set right now. It's actually
en el forre de español, les repito que por última vez que lo digo, última vez, ya van 2 veces que lo digo, vayan y suscríbanse al canal de Fortnite. Están haciendo el directo completamente en español y a mi persona está viendo, por favor vayan a verlo. Los que me están viendo, que vayan y vean todo en español, no aquí como que lo estoy mandando por la Play, que está ahí literalmente. Pero me va a salir un poquito, voy a unirme a mi amigo. Espera un poquito.
Oigan, ¿qué pasa todo?
No ni para nada, está súper lleno.
Here, because we're in New York City, you know, you got to make pizza references. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga, kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he wants more points. He's hungry for it.
Ya a las 12 yo me voy a ir a comer porque ya tengo hambre. En 15 minutos más ya me voy a comer. No, mejor voy ahora. Él dejo con la Copa del Mundo en creativo. Y cuando termine muestra con el celular para ver cuando termina y así directamente corta la transmisión.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
This is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a cone on top of them, and they have firing angles towards the other 2 platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch because they're catching up right now. You can see that 12 points ticking over, but they do still have a lead as players are trying their best to deny Raven's Revenge.
Yes, you have to keep him safe. This is the protect the president strat at its finest. Cuddle Crew still gaining points. Llama Records still getting points. In comes the fire from all the other platforms. Cuddle Crew's putting on pressure. They don't want to give him the freebie here.
You have to look at Raven's Revenge, though. Everybody is so focused on the middle. Nobody is going and challenging the top team. You know they're over there. You know they're uncontested right now. You have to be putting shots down there. You have to find the tags under Gotaga.
There it is.
And they got him. They got him. The difference now. Look at the Cuddle Crew climbing up on their consistent 3, but they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right. And now Lackland can just sit here. He can just hang out, earn these points. This is what he needs to do. And he's almost there. He is almost there. The first place can be his. Right now he can take this lead, Sundown.
But they got control at the same time. It's literally ticking over a half second away from each other. Their shots are going. Cuddle Crew has the lead, though. Will the shot be able to go through? Yes!
Cuddle Crew
can take it down. 999, 1,000. Gotaga and Raven's Revenge in the closest nail biter yet. Edge out the Cuddle Crew in 2 teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fam step up and shut it down. Just the fact they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and they lost the lead. They were just a tick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just, let's check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, but the Fish Fam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens' Revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that Victory Royale screen pop up when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they had it. They were 1 tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
and it got taken away. And this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game, as you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Arthier, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Raven's Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, these are my guys. Let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Raven's Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. I told you.
He's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Raven's Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
I am here, son. Now, thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Raven's Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here. You guys got your revenge. I got to ask, first question to you, Gotaga. How does it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and to be facing off against your peers? Was it what you expected?
Honestly, it's crazy, and I have a really strong team. We are learning a lot from our mistakes, and I'm so glad to be here, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the overall shot caller? Is it Gotaga? Is it you? Who is it?
Kind of all four of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to go in there and just kill them as fast as we could, and then spawn trap. That was our goal.
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And, we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And, we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. All right, final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over, just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all four strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result, and that puts them immediately into contention because it's cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first silver llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
I actually want to touch on something that, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focused here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which ones. And they're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you for score. So if you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only push as forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many different layers, and I think when we see the remix for this, it's going to get even more exciting.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. The Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2. And then you kind of flop game 3. Depending on where they went, their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful. But luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in of itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be comfortable.
No.
Like, not at all. It's so incredible, and now we are going to go over the stage. We have the results, and your set one winner is the Funky Fighters. The last match was not enough. The singular win in the double goes over to them. They will have that first silver llama, and there he is throwing it up, and I mean, you got to be happy for him.
They did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it was. Love this celebration right here.
You kind of are like, it's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like, oh, you kind of like get pushed out in the last game, and then boom, you get it. But now the silver llama, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing, that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this right here. They're all getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. They take the first set. That's amazing. They're off to the right start, really. They can get another 1 or 2 of those, and this entire creative finals is theirs.
Well, and again, we talked with Tomoya beforehand, and he was like, yeah, we're really confident when we can get in the races. We want to be on that world run. We know we can do there. We have some really good runners. And then they turn around and do that?
I was just
Showdown?
Yeah, I was just going to touch on it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit, right? He did a death run at some point as when he recruited his people for this creative challenge. So for him to take what might be one of our, toe-to-toe PvP sessions, that's actually crazy. And here's the team standings, Sundown.
Yeah, look at the final team standings. So Llama Record Code do just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters, you can see on the right-hand side, have been awarded that silver llama. Rounding it out, you have Raven's Revenge in the top 3, Cuddle Crew and Little Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th. Fish Fam, Sunshine Soldiers, I almost got that one, 6th and 7th, and then 8th there are the Chicken Champions. But this is set 1 of 4. There's still tons of creative games to be going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never-before-seen map and game mode for you guys. Now, I know we released Prop Hunt. It's something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light, Green Light at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a red light, green light prop hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. It will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. There are 4 rounds per match, Monster, and how do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once, and while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves, so when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult, and like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light, / prop hunt style. And this is a pretty tough game mode. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is played.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game builds off the fun of Prop Hunt with a twist. 8 teams will rotate through different roles on the map. 6 teams will transform into props and attempt to make it into the center of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds, each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective? To defend the incinerator from the other teams, armed only with revolvers and their keen attention to detail. During each round, teams of props will earn points by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard teams will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to run for the hills, or rather, the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends. If a player is eliminated, they also respawn at their home base and need to start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team's points from their prop rounds will be combined, and the team with the most points wins the game. So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes, and enjoy the Junkyard Juke.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into it, things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing somebody turn themselves into a literal dumpster and then try and weave their way past, it's a lot of fun.
Let the memes come to life here as your favorite.
Whoa, you talking about my gameplay again? God, that's so rude.
Tournaments of dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here as, I gotta say, this is a frustrating game mode. It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects, and that's just gonna be the name of it. Who can score the most here?
Who can score, and how well are you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who's watching the right angles? And it's going to be interesting to see. Do they switch up their strategy after from game 1 to game 2? Because there's so many different things you can do. But we are about to have the world premiere of Junkyard Juke. We are getting into set number 2. The Funky Fighters have 1 silver llama. Who will get the second? We now are in to set 2, match 1, and right away you can see Chappa, Gotaga, Magma, and RTA of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, Taco, Taldak, and Maze Cat taking
Volví.
Fun fact, the screens are there, you can't see, but you can shoot through them.
Ah, sí, los Ravens.
To take some shots, I mean, we know the trick shotters will.
Yeah, some people are already shooting. They figured that part out. It looks like Chappie hasn't quite yet. He's kind of looking. He's just blind shooting. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed, hey, these are not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop him. You want to force stop him. You want to also kind of memorize the map and the lanes.
And right away you can see as soon as the spawns go down, people go. But the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in. Hand of Blood's team, the Llama Record Co. also able to get a 10-pointer and the next 5-pointer, following it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by, and these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's Scissors. You gotta park it. You gotta stay still. Oh, can he blend in?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip through other objects that are there. So if you see something that isn't sitting perfectly naturally like Scissors was, right there, clipped into it, boom, got him brilliantly done. Lachlan hits one of those bounce pads that are stuck in there. They will launch you up in the air, but great run coming out from X-Sandy and Tomoya, utilizing the air conditioners to find their way.
Ahí está Rubio.
Desperately trying to get it. Alex JJ for another 10-point prop, and Hand of Blood gets picked up just before. That would have been a huge swing, but right now, Sunshine Soldiers in first place with 35 points.
They are finding their rhythm here. Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you got to think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right, at heart. And at the end of the day, if something looks off, something looks odd, like this white vent right here, you're just going to get popped. So you got to be careful here. And there it is. Nice job of, kind of hitting the brakes here. And, oh, he hits one of those trap doors. Let's talk about that, Sundown.
So you can actually see the little tiny springs. They launch you upward. There's a couple that can be chained into each other.
Un chino.
One of those bigger objects and you get
sent nos muestran una cámara de los Sunshine Soldiers.
But, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, you got to kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props, too.
So you can also, actually, the people who can turn into props, there's one pathway where you can chain 2 of them together. So if you can get there, you almost land directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can like use them slightly to your advantage, but most of the time they're a little bit more annoying. And boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another lead, 60 points so far.
And this is something important to know, guys. You have to get it into the incinerator, fully processed before the timer counts down, or else your point will not be processed.
Which is a big thing on the mid.
Ronda 1 de 4, ahora van otros.
Maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you run only 10 points the entire time.
Rubio,
not
Guerrero,
because they're worth more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The two-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster and a card, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, take about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort, so it makes it that much less efficient, plus being only 20% of the point value.
That's right, so Clytax there has chosen a big object. Achin and Zond over here, smaller objects. They're kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash, clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, how do I say this? Sort out, right?
Yeah.
Amongst all the clutter here.
Esta que salga es 4 Tulsun, ya ese.
Or you want to find a path for an object that you take all the time.
Ahora
So there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted cart and go park yourself with those, because yes, the guy knows,
ya, ahí estaban algunos.
Screen goes back up. Oh, there's still a bunch of rusted cars there. I'm good. Next thing you know, the prop walks his way up. You can also, as you're running, walk rotation. So if you hit your crouch button, whatever you have that bound to, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will send you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right, when you're in the guard, oh, someone spotted there, pop them. Tomoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary, but notice, he gets an elimination on object, you don't earn points for that. So it's just your job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points, so don't break away with the lead. When you're in the guard tower,
the Fish Fighters van quintos.
Which can end up being very interesting if the team in the
los
league,
de Llama, los de Llama van cuartos.
Right? Because then it's all about how good are your pressure.
No sé cómo se llama el otro, se me olvidó. Los Llamas subieron.
Picking up an elim there, but right now, Kadoku already wresting the lead away. All 3 of them sitting there at 60, but they're 5-point processes, and it goes through as 2 more dumpsters throw themselves into the fray.
Yeah, and that's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. The Sunshine Soldiers once again to just break away even closer to taking lead. And Chicken Chafe is not anything either.
I love that from Clytax. Right away, hides himself behind the box, and you see his hands. He's like, please, please, make sure it's not there. And then, boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in. And you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the min-maxing. Point your camera towards the end. You go just a little bit faster.
Sundown pulling out the strats here. The question is, can our competitors figure it out fast enough with their limited amount of games here? But 20 seconds on the clock. Can he get this in time? Remember, you gotta grab the dumpster, drop the dumpster, and get it processed. That was perfect.
That was so good by Stuart000 because he dodged the little springboard there. You saw him look at it and be like, oh, no, I'm good. And that was the last run. None of these props are going to be able to get sorted. Long gets picked out at the end. You can see 3, 2, 1, but not going to be enough. You need to get all the way through.
Terminó la segunda ronda.
As the rest of the denial comes through, and we're going to rotate the guards up again.
Yes, so we will have some new guards take their place. This is honestly
ahora los de Fish Fighter con los de las bombarderas.
The Sunshine Soldiers are now at the bottom layer of the guard tower, and the Fish Fam are at the top. So it is time to kind of mix it up.
My eyes are on the Funky Fighters right now. They are
great.
They're very close, and on top of that, they're the team with the Silver Llama.
Sería mejor la opción de Cactus. Pasaría desapercibido.
In the round where they were playing defense, so not a ton of scoring going past them, only 35 points off the pace. But what I'm shocked about right now is there is nobody running 2-point props at all. 0.
Tomoya's a genius. He was already spotted up to the statue. He kind of hit over to the side and said, you know what, I kind of gotta wait here. I
Digo,
can't park this
un
dash out
poco
now. He's
el
gonna be
coso de
hunting for
abajo.
me, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of sits it over on the side there, and that's how he earns himself another point. So they're actually playing very, very smart here, and that's why.
El osito o un libro la hacen. Con un oso o un libro la hacen.
There's no, is unlimited ammunition. You can't run out. If you
Vamos a matar a
think
ninja.
is suspicious, or if you just want to take a shot at it, shoot your shot. Yeah. What's the worst case that happens? You miss. There's no accuracy stats going on there. If something looks suspicious, don't let it through. You're the guards, and you want to deny as much as possible. And again, every match is for $55,000 for the winning team. You want that, and that will lead into the llamas as well. You don't want to end up in that 4th to 8th spot. You want to push past your competitors as we see a whole mess of air conditioners going in there, the water heaters in. It was fantastic for Ravens Revenge, and Llama Record Co. are also climbing their way up the leaderboard, 110 points so far.
Great job for the Llama Record Company. Alex, JJ, Carnifex, Venos, and Hand of Blood. This team is doing great right here as they seemingly inch their way to the top somehow, overtaking the Cuddle crew. Which, by the way, Lackland's team has been showing up here. It's good to see them, catch a little bit of domination here in this junkyard juke.
Well, like we said, the creative finals is all about celebrating the different types of creative skills. There's different ways to express that. We have the world run where it's there. We saw SkyStation which shows up building and team tactics. And right now, Prop Hunt is all about min-maxing efficiency, working together, and hitting your shots.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you're in that guard tower, you don't have opportunity to miss. You let them score, they're going to break free and break away with the lead. Look at Svenos here, who's that bullseye.
35 segundos para que acabe la tercera ronda.
There's a lot of them out there, but you need to be careful because they're slightly harder. Come on. Really?
He's floating up there.
You can see kind of like the look on his face. He's like, there's no way this works. And one other thing to talk about is orientation of your prop. So you notice he actually swapped his camera and pointed in the other direction. Unfortunately, was clipping into the trash bag there. But if you're running forward, your prop faces backwards. So you need to run and then turn, settle yourself. That's the best way. Or you orient yourself around the stuff that's near you. Because if you're facing in a totally random direction, that'll earn a bullet in most circumstances.
I love how...
Espérame un segundito, que este es un amigo que chingue su madre todo el rato.
When we pan back over, we'll call that out. But Llama Record Co. is in first right now. Teams are in the guard tower, so right now everyone needs to unseat them. Otherwise, they will take this first match of set 2.
I'll be honest with you, it's a pretty big lead. That's a substantial lead. Whoever is left in the game, the Sunshine Soldier.
Espera un segundito.
Hard to catch up to that 150.
We're starting to see a little bit more consistency right there. And look at Svenos shooting. He's just shooting everything. He's not worried in terms of going through there. Does hit one elim.
¿Qué?
Anything that maybe not have been there before.
One of my favorite things, watching them just shoot the boxes like...
¿Qué verga? Oye, raza.
Was that there? He's just taking his shots.
Ian.
If you want to hold this lead here, that's why they're dominating.
Hola, bájale porque estoy haciendo el directo. Bueno, literalmente no está viendo nadie, pero igual. ¿Vas a parar? Voy a esperar hasta que se termine la música. Bullet grill. Este era el creativo, creo. Este era el creativo y otro no sé de qué es. ¿Qué? Ya puedes sacarlo. Ian, puedes sacarlo.
No el partido, no puedo hacer nada.
Sí, sí puedes. Ahora sí, sí.
¿Están en tu directo, me puedes decir?
¿Ah?
12 personas están en tu directo.
Mira, 10 pero sin el 0. O sea, digo, sin el 1. 10 sin el 1, por eso.
¿Qué puta te estás quejando?
Me voy a poner copyright. Ah, bueno, chavos, si quieres.
Particularly with the smaller hitbox, but so far we've only seen 2 scored.
Yeah, and I like that. Cuddle Crew right there, 130 points. This is their time. Cuddle Crew still doing really good defense right here. Oh no! You know, Cass's curse. I feel so bad. Chicken Champion comes up out of nowhere and takes that one right away.
Ah, Chicken Champions! Ah, tercero, Chicken Champions!
5 points out. Anything going in will be enough.
Yo creo que participar se dan como 5,000 a cada uno.
Did they get it in there? They might have got the 5 point right at the end, but
¿Quién ganó?
¡Ay! Wasn't enough.
¡De nuevo Llama!
On the defense says lock it up. We good.
¡De nuevo ganó Llama!
And that's what I'm talking about. When you're sitting there on
La
defense, you know
vez.
exactly how long you need to keep them out. Exactly what you need to do in order to take the victory.
Segunda vez que
no surprise there.
Llama.
The guys who are all about that apocalypse game mode during the creative trials, able to take home the very first match ever on Junkyard Juke.
That was well played. Valiant effort for everyone that participated in that run right there. And it was a close one. 150 points to the contender having 145. Just 1 point. One small radiator.
And this is what I'm talking about, where if you had one person who is running just 2 point props there and got their successful runs at the end, they would have it. That's 3 successful runs. That takes about a minute, and you could have collected it.
So go ahead. Maybe some of these guys need a little help here. Let's redo this. What would you suggest here, Sundown?
I don't want to say suggest, but I had an opportunity to play a decent amount of it. I'm a big fan of kind of adjusting based off of the scoreline. So if you're seeing you're able to consistently keep running 2 point props, get the guaranteed points. If somebody's playing really good defense and you're not getting 10 point props in, you need to pivot away from that strategy. Because getting any points at all is better than none, and particularly if you waste a run on a dumpster where the entire time you're going and then you're stopping, and then you're going and then you're stopping. Eventually, even if you get all the way to the end, sometimes it's not enough, right? And then you've wasted that 35, 45 seconds, 3 rotations to get just there, whereas you could have grabbed the burger, grabbed the bucket, and ran the entire time, weaved around, trying to catch a good area, as we saw with the statue, able to hide around the corner. So would love to see in the next match a little bit more, I don't want to say determination going into it, but be a little bit more deliberate.
That's right, but let's go on and hear from
Llego a la hora y creo que voy a cortar el directo ya, pues.
What's up, guys? I'm hanging out with the Llama Record Company. They took away the prop hunt 5-point lead. You guys locked it up at the very end. And Blood, I'm going to start with you. And one person I want to call out specifically is this man right here, Svenos. Very tall, tallest man on the planet. It feels like this guy's a very good pick for your team. And I want to know why him, and then also why you picked these other 2.
Yeah, I mean, I picked all those guys because this game mode is all about skill. There are no random things in it. You need good aim, you need decision making for sure. And Svenos, I mean, he's like a Spano. He really likes Spano. That's kind of the best city in the world. And that's why I picked him first, for example.
Okay, now Svenos, I'm going to put you on blast for a second because we've known each other quite a while. You know, I'd like to believe that you're...
¿Tienes que cuánto falta de la tienda? 5 minutos. ¿Lo esperamos? Ah, no, 5 horas. Sí, hay que ser imbécil.
Just jump into it?
It's enjoyable. Once you get the hang of it, it gets a lot easier. You just got to work out who's good at aiming, which team's on the tower, and after that, you're good.
All right, final question. Do you think you have what it takes? Are you going to? Is the Llama Record Company going to be the team? You think someone else is standing in your way, or is it all you guys?
I think it's going to be all us. Yes.
There you go, man. A few words. That's all they
need.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Best of luck going forward. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Another brilliant performance there coming out of the Llama Record Company. We talked about their versatility. We talked about how quickly they pick up competitive matches. But this is what happened in the first set, right? They were there. They were confident. They're like, yeah, once you get it, it's easy. And then all the other teams immediately caught up. So it'll be very interesting to see if that same story from set 1 is what's happening in set 2.
Yep, that's right. Alex up there said it best. You know, he had the confidence. He felt good in those final moments. Hey, you know, once you figure out who's aiming, maybe just avoid him.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody is hitting all their shots, you need to take a different route. You can't go and continuously challenge them because, again, we talked about that. If you waste all the time to run through and the guy hits a lucky, or I don't want to say lucky blind fire, but a consistent blind fire through there, don't keep running that way. But like we said, this is the first time seeing the Junkyard Juke mode. And we talked about the Prop Hunt mode earlier, but you can play it live right now in-game. There's an LTM that's available only for this weekend. Let's check it out. Like we said, you can check that out live in client. It's an LTM that's available only for this weekend. And Monster, have you had a chance to play Prop Hunt?
Well, all week long now, I finally really got to experience the Prop Hunt. And before this, I kind of heard you guys talk about it. I was like, is that something I want to try out? But no, it honestly was very fun.
There's so many just fun moments, but the ability to then push it to a competitive level. These guys are doing great, but we're now going to get into match 2.
Yo creo que dejaré el directo por aquí. A las personas que estuvieron, que sería bueno que sigan en el canal. Estoy haciendo directo muy poco, pero igual síganme en mi Instagram. Acuérdense, Héctor _XD _12. Bye bye.